Welcome to the deep dive. Navigating this digital world with our kids, it can feel like walking a tightrope sometimes, can't it?
It really can.
On one side, you've got this amazing potential, right?
Yeah.
For learning, exploring, just pure fun, the digital stuff offers, like a whole universe of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, there's the other side. That worry that's always there, the pop-up ads, the dodgy content that seems to slip through, or just the sheer amount of choice. It makes trying to curate it feel like a full-time job.
Absolutely. It's overwhelming.
It's a huge challenge. I hear it from so many parents.
Yeah.
We're all looking for that sweet spot,
Right.
that safe place, enriching,
Yeah.
where our kids can really thrive online, but without us having to constantly hover or play sensor.
Right. Finding the balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the big question is, how do we unlock all that knowledge and fun for our kids, but crucially keep control and maybe most importantly, our peace of mind?
That's the million-dollar question.
Imagine maybe building like a custom library for your child and a really cool play space right at home, but one that's always updated, always fresh, with new adventures, lessons, stories, all tailored just for them.
That's a great analogy.
And imagine that space is digital, just adapting as they grow. That's kind of the vision we're exploring today.
And what's truly fascinating here is how Amazon has, really engineered platforms designed to be a pretty comprehensive solution to exactly that challenge you just described.
Ah, okay.
So today, our mission, if you like, is to do a really meticulous deep dive. We're looking into Amazon Kids Plus for our listeners in the US and Canada, and its counterpart, Amazon Fire for Kids, for everyone tuning in from the UK.
Got it. Same idea, different names depending on where you are.
Precisely. And we want to go beyond just the surface stuff. We're going to extract the key insights, the features, the real benefits, straight from the source material. Think of it less like a review, more like a really thorough exploration. The goal is to give you, the listener, a truly comprehensive understanding. So you feel empowered, really, to make informed choices for your family's digital life.
Absolutely. Okay, let's unpack this then. Let's get into the journey. We'll look right at the core of these services, the features, the benefits, and importantly, how easy it is to actually get started. By the end of this, hopefully you won't just be informed, you'll have a kind of shortcut, really, to understanding these platforms. We'll dig up some surprising facts, maybe some crucial details that might just change how your family thinks about screen time.
Amazon Kids Plus, the foundation of a curated digital space.
Okay, so to kick things off, let's focus first on Amazon Kids Plus. Well, that's the main one for our U.S. and Canadian listeners. So fundamentally, what is Amazon Kids Plus? Well, what's its core promise to families trying to figure out this digital stuff?
Right. So at its heart, Amazon Kids Plus is Amazon's all-in-one subscription service. It's specifically designed, really meticulously curated for kids aged roughly 3 to 12.
Okay, quite a wide age range.
It is, and it's a good example of a big tech company dedicating serious resources to create a specialized, safe, and engaging little world just for younger users. It's not just a random collection of apps or videos, you know.
Yeah, not just throwing stuff together.
Exactly. It's a carefully built environment where learning and fun are kind of woven together. It tries to address those unique developmental needs kids have as they grow, offering content that actually changes and adapts as they get older.
That adaptive part sounds key.
It is. And it's also important to know that Amazon Kids Plus, it didn't just pop up overnight. It actually evolved. Many parents might remember its old name, Free Time Unlimited.
Oh, right. I remember that name.
Yeah. So that name change, plus all the ongoing development and tweaking they've done, it signals a real strategic shift by Amazon. They moved beyond just offering, free time for kids. They started emphasizing a more sort of holistic kids experience, something that implies, deeper value, better curation, a wider scope. This evolution, it really underlines their commitment to listening to feedback, adapting to how things change online for kids, and constantly improving the service to meet what parents expect. Safety, quality, educational value.
So it's not static, it keeps getting refined.
Exactly. It's always striving to get better. But perhaps the most compelling thing, maybe the absolute foundation of it all, is its solid commitment to providing a truly safe, ad-free environment. Now, let's really unpack what ad-free means when we're talking about kids online.
Yeah, that sounds huge.
It is huge. In today's world, kids are just bombarded with ads, right? Often using pretty sophisticated psychological triggers. So an ad-free space like Amazon Kids Plus means a few really critical things. First, absolutely no commercial pressure. Kids aren't being subtly nudged to want products or make purchases.
Okay, that alone is massive.
It is. Second, it gets rid of the exposure to unpredictable, sometimes really inappropriate content that can sneak in through third-party ads on other platforms. We've all seen that happen.
Yeah. Scary stuff sometimes.
Definitely. So this creates a pure, uninterrupted space for learning and fun. Kids can actually focus on the content itself without distraction, without that commercial manipulation. It's not just convenience. It's really a deliberate choice that helps kids engage more deeply and protects them from the more predatory side of the internet. It's subtle training almost in digital discernment.
It's really interesting. I hadn't quite thought of it that way.
And within this safe, ad-free world, the sheer amount of content it's genuinely massive. The source material talks about thousands upon thousands of age-appropriate things. Books, movies, TV shows, educational apps, games, even audiobooks.
Wow. Okay, so a bit of everything.
A lot of everything. And this breadth is so important because kids, especially in that 3 to 12 range, they have incredibly diverse interests, learning styles, developmental stages. One kid might be totally hooked on a STEM app about space,
Right.
while another just wants to get lost in fantasy storybook, and maybe a third wants an interactive game that sharpens their problem solving. This huge library means there's always something fresh, stimulating, and right for each child. It caters to their moods, their curiosities, their learning needs as they change.
Stops them getting bored after 5 minutes, too.
Exactly. It prevents that content fatigue and encourages them to explore different types of media, keeps them engaged.
Makes sense.
And on top of the quantity, there's a real focus on quality assurance. This comes through strongly with the inclusion of content from what the sources call trusted brands. We're talking big names. Disney, Nickelodeon, PBS Kids, Marvel.
Okay, names parents definitely recognize and generally trust.
Precisely. It's not just logos. It says a lot about the quality, the safety standards, and the instant recognition factor for both parents and kids. Parents trust these brands. They have a history of making good, kid-appropriate stuff, often educational too.
Yeah, you know what you're getting, more or less.
And for kids, seeing familiar characters or worlds, whether it's, the science in PBS Kids' Wildgrats or the emotional lessons in Disney's Bluey, it makes the content instantly appealing, draws them right in.
Connects with what they already know and love.
Exactly. And, if we connect this to the bigger picture, relying on these established brands and sticking to that strict ad-free model, it really points to a deliberate strategy. They're creating what's often called a walled garden.
A walled garden.
Yeah, basically a safe, contained environment. It prioritizes the child's safety, their development, and focus learning over making money through ads or letting in lots of random third-party stuff. It's a strategic choice to build trust and deliver a really premium, curated experience.
Diving deep into key features and benefits, crafting the child's experience.
That foundation safety, trusted brands, no ads, that definitely sets a high bar. But okay, let's move on to the specific functions, the things that really make Amazon Kids Plus stand out. Because here's where it gets really interesting, right? Moving beyond just how much stuff there is into how it's actually designed to create a unique experience for each kid. You mentioned thousands of titles, but let's dig into how that huge volume actually helps a child learn and have fun in a real way.
Good point. Yeah, the number mentioned is over 20,000 kid-friendly titles.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's not just a number. It represents incredible depth and variety. It's all meticulously categorized, constantly updated, designed for that wide 3 to 12 age range.
20,000, that's a lot.
It's vast. Think about how kids' interests change, right? Dinosaurs one week, space the next. Maybe they love fiction. Maybe their sibling prefers nonfiction animal videos. This huge library means every child can pretty much always find something that clicks with what they're curious about right now.
Keeps things relevant.
Exactly. It fosters new interests, supports their learning pace. It guarantees they stay engaged because there's always something new to discover. It avoids that "I've seen everything" problem.
Yeah, I know that one well.
We all do. So now, let's revisit that ad-free power again, because it goes deeper than just no interruptions.
Yeah.
Think about the psychological benefit for kids and parents.
Yeah, okay.
For kids, it removes that constant commercial pressure you see everywhere else online. No sneaky ads pushing in-app purchases, no random pop-ups leading who knows where, no tricks designed just to get clicks for money.
Right. It purifies the experience almost.
It does. It fosters a more focused engagement with the actual content, the learning, the story. Their curiosity leads the way, not some commercial cue. And for parents, that means way less anxiety, less need to constantly peer over their shoulder.
Oh, definitely. Huge stress reliever.
It allows for genuine peace of mind. You know they're in a safe digital bubble, free from commercial exploitation or stuff not meant for them. It just makes screen time a less guilt-ridden activity for the whole household.
Changes the dynamic around it.
Completely. And that peace of mind gets even stronger when you look at the parental controls. These are incredibly robust, very granular. They really are the ultimate tool for parents today.
Okay, let's break those down. What can parents actually do?
Right. So first off, parents can set daily time limits. Super important in our screen-heavy world, right? It empowers you to manage screen time proactively, promote balance with other things playing outside, family time, homework.
And are these limits flexible, like different for weekends?
Very flexible. You can customize them different limits for weekdays versus weekends, even vary them by the type of content. Maybe more time for reading, less for games, for instance.
Oh, that's smart. Content-specific limits.
Yeah. Secondly, you can filter content very precisely by age. This is vital. It tailors what the child sees as they grow. A 5-year-old only sees stuff suitable for them, automatically hiding things meant for a 10-year-old, and vice versa.
So it grows with them, essentially.
Exactly. It ensures the environment always matches their cognitive abilities, their emotional maturity. It's like an adaptive digital curriculum.
Okay, what else?
Thirdly, and this is invaluable, parents can review activity. This gives you transparency, oversight without feeling like you're spying. You can see what your child watched, read, played, and for how long.
So you can see if they spent 3 hours just on one game.
You can. But it's more than that. It helps you understand their interests, track progress in educational apps, make sure the content aligns with your family's values or learning goals. It can even spark conversations about what they're enjoying or learning.
That's actually a great point, using it to connect.
Definitely. So why do these controls matter so much? Well, they directly create that peace of mind we talked about. They empower parents to sculpt the digital experience to fit their family's specific values, routines, educational aims.
You're in the driver's seat.
Totally. They tackle almost all those common worries: too much screen time, seeing inappropriate stuff, accidental purchases. Having these easy-to-use tools lets parents confidently allow kids to explore and learn, knowing the boundaries are set. It really transforms screen time from a worry into a trusted resource.
Okay, that's the control side. What about the learning? You mentioned an educational core.
Right. The platform really integrates significant educational content across the library. It's not just a few learning apps hidden away. It's a broad approach covering tons of subjects.
Like what kinds of subjects?
Well, everything from basic math and science principles to boosting reading skills, encouraging creativity through art or music. There's something for pretty much every interest is level.
So it's woven in.
Exactly. And what makes it effective is how it integrates learning into play. It doesn't feel like homework or a formal lesson. It's interactive, immersive, often just plain fun. A kid might be playing a game that's secretly reinforcing math concepts, or watching a cartoon that explains science in a cool way.
Making learning enjoyable, not a chore.
That's the goal, to make it organic, enjoyable, part of their exploration, nurturing that natural curiosity, making them want to learn. This raises an important question. How does a platform balance fun entertainment with real educational value?
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
It seems Amazon Kids Plus does it by embedding learning into really engaging formats. That's key for keeping kids interested long term. It's about sparking curiosity, not just ticking boxes.
Accessibility and personalization, tailoring the digital world.
That balance sounds ideal, and the controls offer real reassurance. Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about something equally crucial today: flexibility and adaptability. How does Amazon Kids Plus make sure it works for the whole family, on all the different gadgets we seem to have, and critically, how does it treat each child as an individual?
Yeah, that's hugely important. A great service isn't much good if it's a pain to access, right? Amazon Kids Plus really scores high on multi-device support. It offers impressive access across a whole range of devices.
Like what specifically?
Well, obviously, Amazon's own Fire tablets, Echo devices for the audio stuff, Kindle for reading. But crucially, it also works on standard Android and iOS devices, phones, tablets, and even just through a web browser on a computer.
Oh, okay, so you're not locked into only using Amazon gear.
Not at all. That's the practical beauty of it.
Yeah.
If your family uses iPads, Android phones, maybe an Echo in the kitchen, Kids Plus integrates into that existing setup. A child could start a show on a Fire tablet, then switch to an iPad in the car, or listen to an audiobook on an Echo while playing. That fluidity makes the content genuinely accessible anytime, anywhere. big convenience factor.
Reduces the friction, definitely.
Totally. And beyond just devices, the service really shines with its personalized profiles. You can create up to 4 child profiles per subscription.
4 profiles, okay.
Yeah, and this isn't just putting a name on it, it's fundamental. Each profile can have completely tailored content and settings, meaning the stuff suitable for your 4-year-old won't show up for your 10-year-old, and the other way around. You set age filters precisely for each one, individual time limits reflecting their routine, track their activities separately.
Ah, so each kid gets their own little world.
Exactly. Tailored to their age, their development stage, their specific interests and learning style. It prevents mix-ups, ensures everything they see is appropriate, and makes them feel like the space is truly theirs. Helps nurture their individual curiosity.
And that multi-device support, plus the individual profiles, well, you said it before, it's like packing a completely customized digital backpack full of adventures for each child, ready for any journey.
Precisely. That's a perfect analogy. And it leads right into another super valuable feature, offline access. Being able to download content for on-the-go learning and fun is an absolute game changer for families today.
Oh yeah, road trips, flights, essential.
Absolutely essential. Before that long car ride or a flight or even just waiting at the doctor's, you can load up their favorite books, shows, games, audiobooks right onto their device.
No Wi-Fi needed.
Exactly. No Wi-Fi, no eating up mobile data, no frustrating buffering. Kids stay entertained and engaged seamlessly. It takes away a huge source of parental stress during travel or waiting times, makes things much calmer, more enjoyable for everyone, turns any location into a potential learning spot.
Navigating trials and special promotions, smart entry points.
That offline feature is definitely a lifesaver sometimes. Okay, so we've really got a handle on the features, the benefits. Let's get practical now. How do you actually try this thing out? How do you subscribe? People want to know how to get started and, if they can test the waters first without committing.
Right, the entry point.
Yeah.
Amazon makes it pretty easy and risk-free, especially in the US and Canada. They offer a really generous 1-month free trial.
A full month.
A full month. And it's not a limited version. It's full access to all features, all the content, all the parental controls with absolutely no commitment.
That sounds fair. Gives you proper time to check it out.
It really does. 30 days lets you see how your kids actually use it, test out those controls, see how it fits into your family routine and with your devices. You can explore everything properly before deciding if you want to pay. Takes the pressure off, lets you make a confident choice.
Okay, so after the free month, what's the cost? Let's talk US and Canada first.
After the trial, the pricing is pretty straightforward and actually really affordable, especially if you're already an Amazon Prime member. Plans start at $4.99 per month for Prime members.
$4.99 a month for Prime members. That's quite good value, considering everything you get.
It is. It highlights that extra benefit for Prime subscribers, makes it a really attractive add-on. For non-Prime members, it's a bit more, but still very competitive when you think about the sheer amount of high-quality ad-free stuff included. It makes this kind of premium library accessible for a lot of families.
Right. And are there often deals or promotions? Amazon tends to do that?
They do. They frequently run special promotions. These can be really good deals offering extra savings. The source material mentions things like up to 3 months free with select device purchases or getting discounted annual plans.
Ah, so buying a Fire tablet might bundle in some free months.
Exactly.
Huh.
It encourages getting the device and the service together. And those discounted annual plans, they give you a lower effective monthly rate if you know you're going to use it long term. Saves money, simplifies billing.
Smart.
It's a clever strategy, really. Start with a generous free trial, then offer these different promotional paths. It lowers the barrier to entry, encourages people to stick with it. They recognize parents are investing in their kids' digital world, so they try to make it easy and appealing to get started and stay.
Regional differences, Amazon Fire for kids, UK perspective.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, good approach. Now, let's make sure we cover everyone. For our listeners over in the UK, you mentioned the name is different. It's Amazon Fire for Kids there, right?
That's right. Amazon Fire for Kids in the UK.
So, aside from the name, is it basically the same deal? Same core features, same benefits?
That's the absolutely crucial point. While the brand name is different, the core service, the fundamental principles, the benefits, though, they remain remarkably consistent. UK families are getting that same foundation. The safe, curated content, the robust parental controls putting you in charge, and that huge library of books, videos, apps we've been talking about.
So, same quality, same peace of mind.
Exactly. The label's different, but the deep value proposition, the essence of why it's good for kids and reassuring for parents, That's virtually identical.
Good to know.
Yeah.
What about the specifics for the UK, like trials and pricing?
Yep, diving into the UK specifics for Fire for Kids, they also offer that comprehensive 1-month free trial of Fire for Kids Unlimited, no strings attached, mirrors the US-Canada offer, gives parents that vital chance to explore it fully before committing any money. Full access, no restrictions during the trial.
Okay, same generous trial. And the cost afterwards for UK users.
After the trial, the pricing for Fire for Kids Unlimited in the UK is also really compelling. For Amazon Prime members in the UK, it starts from as little as £1.99 per month.
Wow, £1.99 a month for Prime members. That's incredibly affordable.
It really is. Makes it exceptionally accessible for UK Prime subscribers. And another big plus for UK families is the specific mention of family plans.
Ah, family plans. Tell me more.
Yeah, this option lets all the kids in one household use the service under a single subscription. Super cost-effective and convenient if you have multiple children. Each child still gets their own personalized profile, tailored content, settings, access, all managed from one account. Simplifies things and maximizes the value.
That sounds like a great option for larger families. Yeah, and device integration in the UK, same as the US.
Yes, totally consistent there. It works seamlessly with Fire tablets, Kindle, and Echo devices. So if you use or are considering those Amazon devices in the UK, the integration is smooth and intuitive. Consistent user experience within that Amazon hardware world.
So it's clear, whether you're in the US, Canada, or the UK, you're looking at essentially the same robust, thoughtfully designed service, simply adapted with specific names and pricing structures to match the local markets. It's genuinely reassuring to know that the core benefits and the emphasis on safety and quality remain consistent across regions. That's a strong testament to the platform's core mission.
Absolutely. Consistency in that core offering is key.
The why behind the choice, synthesizing the benefits.
All right, we have really dug deep here. We've looked at the features, the content, the access, the controls, the pricing across different regions. It's been a proper journey through Amazon Kids Plus and Fire for Kids. But let's bring it all home now. What does this all mean for you, the listener? Why should you really think about bringing this into your family's life?
Yeah, let's synthesize it. Let's connect it back to what parents and caregivers really need. The number one absolutely undeniable benefit is that unwavering peace of mind. The sources hammer this home. Your child's safety and privacy are top priorities. And that's not just talk, it's built into the system.
How so, specifically?
Critically, and this might be the most transformative part, no ads, no in-app purchases, and no access to social media. Let's really spell out why getting rid of those three things is so vital for a healthy digital childhood and for parental sanity.
Okay, break it down. No ads.
No ads means no commercial pressure, no exposure to dodgy content slipped in via third-party ad networks, no training kids to expect a sales pitch with everything they see online. It helps build better digital literacy early on.
Right. No in-app purchases.
That eliminates the financial risk, the constant nagging for virtual items or upgrades. Huge relief for parents, avoids a lot of conflict and potential accidental spending.
Definitely know that one. And no social media.
That just removes a whole world of risks, unmoderated interactions, cyberbullying potential, exposure to adult content, the pressure of social comparison that can really mess with a kid's self-esteem. These aren't just minor features. They're the absolute pillars building that safe walled garden we mentioned. Kids can explore, choose, learn within safe boundaries. That gives parents unparalleled peace of mind.
That combination is powerful. Safety first.
Absolutely. Secondly, the service does a brilliant job blending learning and fun. It hits that sweet spot where, whether it's reading, watching, or playing, your child will always be learning something new. It's not separate buckets. It's woven together.
So they learn without even realizing it sometimes.
Often. Think of a game sharpening problem solving, a show teaching about cultures, a book expanding vocabulary. The engagement itself leads to skill development across STEM, literacy, creativity, critical thinking. It turns screen time into something genuinely productive and enjoyable, aligns with what parents want, engagement and growth.
That's the ideal, isn't it? Fun and beneficial.
It really is. And finally, access is incredibly flexible and genuinely affordable. That's huge for family budgets. The flexibility is key. You can cancel anytime, no long-term contracts.
No getting locked in.
Nope. Takes away that commitment anxiety. If your needs change, your kids' interests shift, or you just want a break, you can stop without penalty. And alongside that flexibility, it's affordable, especially those frequent promotions we talked about.
Right, the deals help.
They make this premium, ad-free, curated environment accessible to a really wide range of families. It proves that quality, safety, and learning don't have to cost a fortune. If we step back and look at the bigger picture, these services really feel like a significant shift, maybe the shift, towards curated subscription models for kids' digital content, moving away from those fragmented ad-driven ones.
Hmm.
And it raises a big question, doesn't it? Is this carefully built, walled garden approach the future for safe digital exploration for the next generation?
That's a really interesting question. What a fantastic summary. It really drives home that core value. Giving your kids safe, educational, entertaining content with minimal risk and maximum control for you. It feels like more than just a service, maybe an invitation to think about how this kind of curated digital space could really benefit your family today.
And maybe one final thought for listeners to mull over. As our kids, these digital natives, grow up in an online world that's getting more complex, more overwhelming all the time, what role do these carefully constructed walled gardens play? Do they just protect? Or do they also help shape early digital literacy, build critical thinking skills, maybe even prepare them better for navigating the wider, wilder internet when they're older?
That's a powerful question. A lot to think about there beyond just keeping them busy. We definitely encourage you to explore the possibilities for yourselves. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Amazon Kids Plus and Fire for Kids.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and make the most of the amazing resources out there for you and your family.